What's up YouTube, Jamie the Kid 00 here. You guys asked for it, I'm finally bringing you it. This is another version of my Sylvan deck profile. Things haven't changed all that much, and things aren't going to change all that much until Primal Origin, but that is not far away, that is just over a month away. So this will likely be the last Sylvan profile that I bring you guys until the new stuff is released, and boy am I looking forward to that. You guys saw my combo videos that I posted before. There probably aren't going to be any more of those because I have to practice for nationals and regionals. So I'm not going to be having much time for fun decks like this one. But hopefully I'll be bringing you more combo-based videos after Primal Origin releases. But for now, I'm going to bring you guys my deck profile. What I'm currently working with this when I do actually play it on things like Dueling Network. But I should stress that I haven't really touched Sylvans that much. But you guys asked for an updated deck profile. I did say I'd give it to you eventually. Now I have to. So we're going to start with the profile. We're still playing Triple Hermitree. This is our big boss monster of the deck. This is what we want to get to all the time. This is what we focus all of our synchronic seizing plays around. He generates us a lot of advantage with his excavate and draw effect. And when you excavate him, you get to check the top 3 cards of your deck and restack them, which is really, really good. Continue on to more really good cards. We play 3 copies of Sylvan Peaskeeper. Sylvan Peaskeeper is our Monster Reborn of the deck. If you consider the fact that this card can Monster Reborn any level 4 or lower plant from your graveyard, and then remember the fact that Lonefire Blossom is a thing, this card can essentially special summon you any plant monster from your deck if your Lonefire is in your graveyard. So I'll say no more about Peaskeeper's utility. I then played double Marshalleaf. I talked in one of my combo videos, I think, about how much I disliked Marshalleaf, or in the last deck profile, and my thoughts on that still stand. I'm really not a big fan of Marshalleaf, unless I'm going to be stacking him to destroy something. I really don't like drawing him. I don't like summoning him. A lot of the time I have him dead in hand and I just discard him for Mount Sylvania. The only times I'm ever happy to see him is when I've got the deadest of hands, or if I want to stack a card, I want to stack him and blow something up. So I've reduced him to 2, because this is more of a combo-based deck and he doesn't serve towards the combos. I'm then playing 1 Sylvan Cherubsprout. Cherubsprout is something that I'm still experimenting with. I'm still not sure if I want to bump him up to multiples, because his targets are quite limited. Yes, you can summon Peaskeepers, but I want to be keeping the Peaskeepers in the deck for the purposes of my... for the name of it now, for my Mount Sylvanias. So 1 Cherubsprout has been enough for me for now. I'm playing 3 copies of Sylvan Komushroomo. This card is ridiculous. When you flip him face up, you can excavate the top 5 up to the top 5 cards of your deck. That lets you get off so many plays. There is nothing better, in my opinion, other than having your actual combos, than setting this card and going, come at me. Because if someone runs into this, you're gonna hit plants. You're gonna hit multiple plants. So it's so good. It's a fire for your blaster, and it's also a target for your debris dragon. So the card is just complement, and it also works with your super solar nutrients. So in my opinion, it's one of the best Sylvans. It's really good, especially in this incarnation of the deck. I'm then playing 1 Sylvan Flowerknight as the last Sylvan I play. Sylvan Flowerknight is kind of similar to Marshalleaf in this. I'm really not a huge fan of Flowerknight, so it's down at 1. That's all I can say on it. Then for the non-Sylvan cards, I'm playing double Lonefire Blossom. Lonefire is so good because you're playing a deck of plants. Lonefire basically says, what plant do you want me to be? I'll go get it for you. Not much else to say. If you watch my combo videos, you'll see you can get stupid advantage by recycling Lonefire. Just go check those out. I'm then playing 1 Dandylion, because Dandy is Dandy. Your synchro plays will love him. 1 Spore, again synchro plays. And 1 Copy Plant. This card is really good with your Hermitrees. If you've seen all your Peaskeepers, God forbid, you can use Cherubsprout to get out your Copy Plant and still make your rank 8 Exceeses. Or you can use this guy to copy alongside your Flowerknights to make level 8 synchros. You can make all sorts with this. It's so versatile. I love Copy Plant, but at the same time, you only really need the 1 because you can revive it with Peaskeeper. So, Copy Plant is at 1. And then finally, the last plant I play is Fallen Angel of Roses, the Genex ally Birdman of the deck. You can special summon it from your hand by returning any 1 face-up plant you control to your hand. And it's just a level 7 body that you can use in tandem with Spore and with your Copy Plant. You can make Draco Sack with Copy Plant and this. You can just do a lot of really fun things by bouncing some just dead cards. A really cool play I like is when you flip up your Komushroomo and it doesn't die. If it gets attacked and flipped up, or you flip it face up yourself, you excavate a fair few. You can if you then excavate, say, a Peaskeeper or a Cherubsprout, you can get a copy plant or get a Lonefire to get you to a copy plant, and then bounce this card to your hand for the Fallen Angel of Roses. You still have a normal summon, so you can make Draco Sack and then reset the Komushroomo, and you can just do loads of cool stuff with this because it doesn't require your normal summon to get a level 7 body on the field. It's like your own. It's like playing an E-Dragon for plants, and in certain situations, Lonefire Blossom can go get it. So, Fallen Angel's pretty cool. I'm also playing one Genex ally Birdman for very similar plays. I do play Blaster in this, so Birdman works really well with Blaster. It works really well with Hermitree. Birdman has just been testing really, really nicely for me, so I really like it. It lets you get some of your more dead plants off your field. It actually lets you summon the Marshalleaf, get your excavations. If you hit a Peacekeeper, or if you stacked a Peacekeeper, that Peacekeeper can then go off and get your plant at your graveyard, and then you can then return the Marshalleaf to the safety of your hand for the Birdman. You're basically turning your Marshalleaf into a tuner. So Birdman has been really good to me. And then I play a couple of dragons in the form of Debris Dragon, because Debris Dragon with plants, you just know how well those marry together. So Debris Dragon is an obvious choice for your Black Rose and your Orient Dragon plays. And then finally I play one Blaster, Dragon Ruler of the Infernos, because you're playing a majority fire deck. This deck has loads of fires in it. Someone went on a rampage on one of my combo videos about playing a Dragon Ruler in this deck, but you've got to think, you're playing a deck which I believe plays 8 fires. Why wouldn't you play the Blaster? It's a level 7 body that you can use to make crazy synchro plays, you can make Xyz plays, and when Aurea comes out, you can use it to make Aurea. One of the best Xyzes, in my opinion, that is being released. So why wouldn't you play a Blaster? Some people have considered playing things like Tempest and Redox. They have a lot less targets, and I'm a lot less comfortable playing those, but one Blaster is good. It lets you make use of dead fires in your hand, such as dead Hermitrees. It's just really, really nice. So I really like Blaster in the deck, and that brings us to the end of our monster lineup. This is a majority monster deck, but there are a fair few spells and traps that complement it. For the spells, it's fairly simple. The spells and traps are fairly simple, but they're all cards that complement your plays. One, Foolish Burial. You need to get a lot of cards into the grave, depending on your situations, so Foolish Burial is there to facilitate them. And then play one Terraforming. You need to get to your Mount Sylvania. Someone said in the comment section on one of my other videos that you don't need Terraforming because you Flowerknight. Terraforming cuts out so many of the variables, it's so much simpler. It just says you get to your field spell rather than having to set up a Flowerknight and excavate it. I'd rather not play 3 Flowerknights and hope I excavate one, and I'd rather just play a Terraforming. There's my explanation. I don't like Flowerknight, I like Terraforming, so that's why it's in here. Double MST, because there are loads of Floodgate cards that just hurt you so much, so you have to play outs to them. Double Super Solar Nutrient. This card is so good if you open Cherubsprout, Peacekeeper, or Komushroomo, or Spore. Oh, it's crazy. And with Dandy tokens, this card is just really, really good early game. So you got to play this. I don't like it at 3 because it clogs really, really bad. But opening this is just so good. But I couldn't bring myself to play it at 3 anymore. 3 was clogging really badly. Then otherwise I play 3 Mount Sylvania. This is essential for stacking cards and setting up your plays, giving you a lot more consistency to what is otherwise a random chance deck. And then play 3 of the most powerful spell in the deck, Miracle Fertilizer. Miracle Fertilizer is a monster reborn every turn at the cost of your normal summon. And the best thing is, the ruling about it that states, if you overlay a monster that you've revived with it, that monster doesn't count as having left the field, so the fertilizer does not die. So if you can get Hermitree onto the field and then get another Hermitree out by some other means without normal summoning, you can make an Xyz monster and your fertilizer will not die, and you can summon that Hermitree back next turn as well. So just imagine how good those fertilizers may be when you can make Xyz plays all day and they won't blow up. Then for the traps, I'm testing this trap lineup. It's changed a bit since my old one because I played a lot more proactive traps. In this build, I'm playing a lot more defensive and resource-oriented traps. I'm playing 3 Call of the Haunted. In a plant deck, 3 Call of the Haunted is very, very strong. Getting those Lonefires back, getting those Hermitrees back, it's just really, really good. It's in the same vein as Miracle Fertilizer. You can't get enough Resurrection in this deck. You have 9 Resurrectors, basically, if you count the Peacekeepers. So, 3 Call of the Haunted. And then I'm playing 3 copies of Waboku. Waboku is something that I'm trialing. I chose it over Threatening Roar because you can still have your Komushroomos attacked into and they'll flip face up. But I'm liking Waboku because of the fact that sometimes you have to freeze your plays, like under Maxi, or if your opponent has a Phoenix Chain, or if you just need to set up a monster on the field and then next turn use your normal summon to get another play off. Waboku is for you. It will keep your monsters alive. It will require your opponent to commit effect destruction into your monsters if they really need to destroy them. but a lot of the time it will protect your monsters from battle, it will keep you alive. It's just a really strong card. So I'm trialing it. It's been really good so far, but if you don't like it, you don't have to play it, rather than just hurl criticism at me, which you probably will. For the extra deck, I'm playing majority Synchros because it's what you will make most of the time, but the Exceeders are in here. I'm playing one Formula Synchron because you will make this. You will make this a lot. I'm not playing Shooting Star because it takes up too much room. You'll never make Shooting Star, but Formula you'll make a lot. One Armory Arm, it's a utility card. You will make a 4 occasionally, even if you're just using it to go into another Synchro. And hey, making Hermitree a 3/8 piercer is nothing to laugh at, or making Dracosack a 3/6 piercer. It's all good. One Armades, I changed to Armades from Cadastor because of the Bougian matchup. Long story short, playing into back row and against Crane, you need a way around that. One Orient Dragon, you're going to make this. Long story short, you are going to make this card. And it's an out to BLs, which is out now. One Black Rose Dragon, instant field destruction for 1 card often, or maybe 2 if you're not using the Debris Dragon. One Ancient Fairy, at my locals there's a lot of Prophecy, so Spellbook Tower is a thing. An Ancient Fairy Dragon could exchange that tower for, oh I don't know, Mount Sylvania, and give you 1,000 life points and force that tower to miss timing. It's also good against Madolche, this format and next format, and anything else that may happen to run field spells. Dark World, we see a fair bit of that at my locals, so it's just good against a lot of the meta in my local area. I then play one Crimson Blader because Mythic Rulers is a pain in the backside, and Sylvan Mirror Match if you ever play that. One Stardust, General Destruction Prevention, Scrap Dragon, General Destruction, and then I'm playing 2 big boys in the form of Leo, because you make him and he's really, really good, and one Star Eater, because Star Eater is so good, and you can make him for 2 cards. You can make him so easily in this deck. Why not? And then for the Exceeders, I'm playing 1 Dracosack, 2 Divine Dragonite Felgrams. I couldn't find my second one for the life of me, so I had to proxy it because I looked for about half hour and I just couldn't find it. I wanted to get the video done. And then finally I played 1, I'll say, the Sylvan High Protector, because I really like I'll say. But yeah guys, that brings me to the end of this deck profile. I know I've made it rather choppy, but it is now 10 past 3 in the morning. I wanted to get this done. I need to pack to travel away. So I've now got 3 days worth of videos. I hope you've enjoyed. I know you've been waiting for this, and I'm sorry if it was a bit fast for your tastes. But otherwise, yeah, that's about everything I wanted to talk about. This has been Jamie the Kid 00 with a Sylvan deck profile, and I'll see you guys pretty soon with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Related content. Peace out. Bye-bye.